Good. Well, good morning, folks. A very good morning to each and every one of you. Welcome along to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms here at number 471 Papanui Road. My name is Mark Morrison. I'll be one of a number of auctioneers taking the rostrum throughout today's program. I'm joined by Mr. Chris Kennedy, Sandra O'Brien and Daniel Pengelly just across on my left, your right. So they'll be helping out throughout today's program. Before we get too much further along, I would like to firstly thank and acknowledge our owners. We thank you for your ease of access, for your presentation, but first and foremost for your choice and agency. We appreciate that there is choice out there in the marketplace, so we thank and acknowledge you for choosing to work with the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Now, speaking as a team here at Harcourts Gold, I've already mentioned our wonderful auctioneers that I get the privilege of working alongside every week. But across the far side, I have Lily McFadden, business owner here at Harcourts Gold. Also a number of our other managers from around the Gold Network here to help you and assist you should you need it at any stage. I see Margaret Danza from our Redwood office, Doug Soper from the east side, Naomi Burge here in our Papanui office, always smiling. There she is. Henry Cochran I saw floating around just earlier as well. And I don't think Jane White, she's off today, busy as she normally is. So plenty of help here should you need it at any stage throughout today's program. Now Jordan, he drives all of the technology that we see up on screen, so you can keep tabs on the bidding on the properties as we roll through them today. And he also shares our auctions out every Thursday via our website and via YouTube. So anyone tuning in this morning, a very good morning to you as well. Now I know the team at Harcourts Gold, they will have made all the relevant documentation for today's proceedings available to you. That's the LIM, the title and the contract from which we work from. That's been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the good folk at the Auckland District Law Society. Now let me take you to that contract now. As should be no surprises to you, there are a few rules and regulations that we must adhere to. Firstly, that our owners have set confidential reserve prices. We won't be disclosing those reserves to you, the bidders at large. I think your job as the bidders is the most simple one today. It's simply to get the bidding up to those reserve prices. And if we can work together to do that, the highest bid, whose bid that I or any of the other auctioneers accept, will very simply be the purchaser. As auctioneers, we can nominate the sum by which the bids increase. We can refuse a bid if we deem it not to be in the very best interests of our owners. And if a dispute arises concerning any bids, well, we'll be sure to sort that out as well. Now, from time to time, or in the absence of your bidding participation, we may place bids on behalf of our owners, known very simply as vendor bids. If we place a vendor bid, we'll always place it under the reserve price. It'll be very clear, and we'll make it very clear because we'll label it a vendor bid. So best course of action is to bid with confidence over and above any vendor bids that we may place. Folks, at the conclusion of the auction, which is nominated by the hammer coming down, that's the part you're here for today. Should the hammer fall in your direction, congratulations, you're the successful purchaser. Before we commence any celebrations, we need you to complete some documentation, sign the paperwork, you're acknowledging receipt of the approved REA guide, and arrange to make that payment of 1/10 or 10% of the purchase price. And finally, you'll complete the GST information in Schedule 1. So folks, that's the way things will roll today, cash and unconditional. It's your bidding in all respects. Good luck to you. Be brave and be bold in your endeavours. Now, I've just explained all the rules. Our first of the day is 172B Strickland Street in Sydenham. It's brought to the market by Hayden Ralston. Now, this is a brought forward auction, so it's a little bit different to the rules that I've just explained. So basically what happens here, folks, is we have received, or Hayden and his vendors have received a pre-auction offer at an acceptable level to them. That effectively is our reserve price today. So when I announce that number in a few moments' time, we are on the market and we are selling from that point onwards. No vendor bids will be placed by myself. I can still nominate or suggest the bids and how they may increase, but by and large, I'm going to be happy to work with any genuine bids that I see come from the floor. So folks, let us just take you now to 172B Strickland Street in Sydenham. Hayden, you've had a busy campaign, obviously a good property having this campaign brought forward, so well done to you and thank you for working alongside us as you do on a Thursday. This is a beautifully renovated townhouse that I'll walk you through very, very soon. It's an estate and freehold, so you know that you're securing really good land here in Sydenham. It's 192 squares of that freehold land. It's lot 3, it's deposited plan 394535, and it's all outlined in your certificate of title that Hayden's been making very much available to you. Settlement date I have set down for Thursday the 2nd of March 2023, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. I know we have a registered telephone bidder that may rear their hand today. That's fine. I've cited the paperwork, really happy to move forward on that basis, Hayden. Schedule 2 outlines the list of chattels that you receive by way of that purchase price. Those further terms of sale just tucked away towards the rear of the agreement, clauses 23 through to 27. You understand that you're bidding and buying on that basis, and as I mentioned before, cash and unconditional is your bidding. One last look here at Strickland Street. I popped through on the weekend. As I said, beautifully renovated townhouse, this one. It's really just waiting for you to get the keys and to move in and start enjoying it. Being the rear, tucked away off the road, you know it's nice and peaceful and quiet. I love the fact that you've got that good double-sized internal access garaging as well. That's always a big hit with such homes. The bedrooms, fantastic. All located there, upstairs, 3 double bedrooms, the master with that own ensuite, so plenty of space for those morning routines. Back downstairs, I just love the layout of this one, the aspect. It's a real sun trap, this one. That flow from inside to outside is very, very easy. Finally, that location, huge tick here. No surprises to see this one brought forward because you're so close to the hills, the playground that is the Port Hills, the adventure park and the like, but at the same time it's an easy trek into town should you need to for work or play. Folks, I'm going to stop talking. You're here to hear the brought forward level. It's $720,000. $720,000, folks. We are on the market and we sell away, but I do offer you an opportunity should you see value north of there. I'll let you simmer over that for a little while. Not too long. It's the first time you've heard the number, but we are selling at that $720,000 level. A good sign, Emma. Phone's hung up at $720,000. Someone got $5,000 anywhere in the room. Welcome you in at $720,000. What's called then? As we sell away at $720,000, 3 double bedrooms on offer. Second call, selling. Is it as easy as that? Third and final chance at $720,000. Great campaign, Hayden. You list with Hayden Ralston. This is the result you get at $720,000. It's going, and it's sold. Congratulations. We'll just put some music on, mate, and we'll be back very shortly with Harewood. Yes. Alrighty folks, well a great start there to our auction day here at Harcourts Gold. For those of you just joining us, welcome aboard, nice to see you today. I noticed I was remiss in mentioning and introducing Mitchell McDonald before. He manages our Spitfire office. Mitch, it was not intended by any stretch of the imagination, but now you get your own little shout out. So Mitch looks after our Spitfire office just out by the airport. So always handy when you land back into Christchurch, you can get straight into your real estate transactions. Drop in and see Mitch and the team just out there by the airport. We now move on to 378 Harewood Road in Harewood. Mary Turnbull, it's a busy day for you. You're representing 4 properties today, I think it is. So busy Thursday for you. Good luck on your first of the day here at Harewood Road. It's a special property that you've been marketing, this one. It's an estate and freehold here at 378 Harewood Road. 721 very generous square metres of that freehold land. Lot 468, deposit plan is 23663, and it's all outlined in your certificate of title. Settlement date, I have the 24th of February 2023, or any other such date mutually agreed upon in writing. Schedule 2 outlines an impressive list of chattels. They look impressive and expensive at the same time. Those further terms of sale, clause 23, just that solitary further term, nice and easy there. But once again, your bidding is having read and understood all of the information here, and it's certainly cash and unconditional. I must say it was a very pleasant surprise when I pulled up at 378 Harewood Road, and it was just a property that, as I ventured further in, it just continued to get better and better and better. So secluded is this one. It's just a magnificent place to be. It's a stunning contemporary home, first and foremost, so spacious, and it's just got that X factor, doesn't it? It's just that little bit special. You can't necessarily put your finger on it, but if you've visited the home as I have, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The everyday living spaces, plentiful in their options and spaces, so certainly places for all of the whānau to separate at times, which we all need to do to then come back closer together. But you're always reminded of that gorgeous section out the back, so private, it's sheltered, for entertaining, unwinding, relaxing, whatever it may be, you can just do it all here. Plentiful bedrooms, the after hours accommodation well and truly taken care of. Excellent off-street parking, plus the garaging as you would expect. I just think this is your winning start for 2023. Cracking good home, folks. Bid strong, bid bold with this one. My instructions today, folks, I'm going to place a vendor bid to kick things underway, just to give you a guideline, at $850,000. At $850,000 with me, it makes sense to bid me $870,000.
900,000.
Oh, Michelle Fu, even better at 900,000, putting 50 on. Nice to see you. Good luck at 900,000. Do we continue forth in the 50s on the rise from there? Surely. By fire with fire, but at 900,000, we're underway with Michelle and Archer and their client. First chance at $900,000. Even. Looking for 50 on from here. Let me know where you see the value. 950, there we go, straight back at $950,000. Surely it's $1 million.
1 million.
1 million, thank you, at $1 million. One and a whole lot of zeros after that at $1 million. $1.50 million, there we go. Right on cue at 1050. 1.1. This is fun, this is easy. At 1.1. A good property, it should be.
1.15.
There we go, at 150, and it makes sense to go straight to 1.2. Would you just go 1 1/4, round me up, double me up perhaps? The 1,150,000 I have. First chance. Beautiful home. X factor. How do you value X factor?
1.17.
117. Okay, so you put 20 on. It's still a good bid. Just shortens my stride ever so slightly at 1,170,000. 1.2. Yeah, good bid. Also at 1,200,000. There we go. Sees the value at 1.2, but I'm happy to work in your 20s, Michelle. At 1,200,000. It's just away from you by $30,000. Just picture you and the friends barbecuing out the back.
1.21.
210. Okay, interesting. 1,210. Perhaps giving oxygen to the competition in the room, but at 1,210,000. You get your nose in front by 10. At 1,210. Get me through to 1,250. 2.3, so 20 on at 1,230. Very good. At 1,230,000, Michelle. Keep working, keep fighting. This is good real estate. At $1,230,000. Call it down once, Michelle. Ball's in your court. Did you go another 20? Twice. Can I tempt you back in for a little 5 on the side? I'll tell you if you pay too much. You're doing okay so far. 5. All fresh interest. Straight down the middle of our 2 original bidders at 1,235,000. At 1,235. Where do we go to from here? Perhaps it's 1,250. 15 on makes sense. Stamp your authority on things.
1,250.
1,250. There we go. I should have asked for more. At $1,250,000. It's all good fun here at Harcourts Gold. Just trying to help you into your new home. At $1,250,000. Now, might it be another 5 here? Like the if you run late, you don't come this way to bid once. At 1,250. First. It's only money. Twice. 1,250 here. Fickle. Surely. Another 5. At 1, 2, 5, and 5. At $1,255,000. I might need some instructions, if I may, at this stage. At $1,255,000 is with you. Don't get into the little $5,000 game. Can you get me through to 1,270? Put 15 on. Try and get some separation between you and the competition. $1,255,000 I have. 1,260. Okay, we played 5s. That's that's fine. Took my breath away. At 1,260,000, but I'm back on. At 1,260,000, Chris.
Change of instructions.
Yes.
We're on the market. We sell.
So at 1,260,000, I sell away at $1,260,000. There we go. We offer you finality, happiness, folks, at $1,260,000. Cracking good home here. We play for keeps now. New name goes on the title. That was all just the warm up. Now we play for keeps. It's the main event. This is when you fight. 1,260,000, I sell away. First chance. Michelle, how are we looking over this side? I can't tempt you back in for a little 1 on the side. Roll the dice. Have we go. What a start to 2023 it would be. First call, second chance. At 1,260,000, do we sell away here? Absolutely. 1,261. 1,261. I mentioned 1,270 before. I still think it's the play.
1,265.
1,265. Still a good bid with 4 on. At 1,265,000 here. Have to work in your ones all day long. At 1,265,000, it's here. You said no to me before. Happy for you to change your mind again. Back to the open homes. Never much fun. First call. Get your weekends back twice. Absolutely sure. You're not sure, or you're saying no, I'm not bidding. Okay, very good. Appreciate you bidding. All the best in your property search. Third and final at 1,265,000. It's going this way. It's going, and it's sold. Nicely done. Congratulations, Mary. Well done to you and your clients on the telephone in Australia. I'm going to take a break and hand over to Mr. Pengelly.
I'll put Mary on just.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I take you now to 133 Kidson Terrace in Cashmere, ably brought to the market by one of the most handsome men in real estate, Mr. Caleb Griffian. All ready to go, Caleb?
Yep.
Fantastic. Formally described as an estate and freehold, comprising of some 695 square metres on Lot 1, Deposited Plan 475760, all contained on that, contained and described on that record of title that Caleb has made readily available to you. Settlement is set down for the 16th of February 2023, or any other date that you have mutually agreed in writing with our owners. Now, of course, there is no chattels listed. It is a bare block of land, but I will note that you will gain a gorgeous and productive apple tree on the north boundary that is ready to be harvested within the month. Let's take a last look at this property. Now, this has been beautifully crafted by the owners who were thinking of building there themselves, so they've done everything right. They've provided you a geotechnical report so that you know that this is solid buying. There's two things that I love about this, and it's two things you can't change on any property. One is the location. You're up in Cashmere, one of our most sought after suburbs, with your beautiful schooling for your primary and secondary aged children. And of course that outlook out across Canterbury. I was quite delighted to meet the owners there and spend the evening with the sunset coming down as we chatted about their hopes and dreams for the future as we sat on the deck, and my goodness was I jealous of their life that they have on Cashmere Hill. If you're going to be building here, you will not be losing your outlook in front of your property here. They have built a pool and garden for themselves. You're not going to be built out. You're just going to retain that view. The only question left is, what is your dream that you would like to build there? Is it a top floor with a 60 square metre walk-in wardrobe? Is it a family home? Is it a bat cave in the basement? That is up to you. I simply open the bidding on behalf of my owners at $300,000, and I look for $50,000 on the rise from there for this opportunity to get into Cashmere and create the perfect home for you and your family. 300,000, 350. Welcome in, man. Very best of luck to you. 350,000. Look for a further 50,000 on the rise. Is there 400 in the room? Once at 350. Twice. $350,000. Third time, well, ma'am, I've simply moved a vendor bid on behalf of my owners to $400,000. There's a vendor bid with me. Do you have $50,000 to take us to $450?
420.
420. I can work with 420. 420,000 with you. First time at 420. Second call. Third and final. Ma'am, it might just be you and I today, so rather than us betting backwards and forwards, I suggest we find a room out the back. We'll have some conversations and we'll see if we can get you this opportunity to build your dream home. So pausing there on a live bid if there's no further bidding. First, second, third time, paused on a live bid of 420, ma'am, and we'll come and find a space.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very warm welcome to you. By way of introduction, my name's Chris Kennedy, one of 4 auctioneers working in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms this morning. I do bid you a very good morning and remind you that your bidding today is cash and unconditional. Should the hammer fall in your favour, you'll be required to sign the memorandum recording the sale, pay a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. Welcome back to the front of the room, Mary Turnbull. Your second of some 4 properties today, some success already this morning, so well done to you. A very good campaign just prior to this property here. Good luck to you, and of course good luck to our wonderful owners. You all set to go? The property itself, though, it's more formally described as number 15 Branchley Avenue, Strowan, Christchurch. That's postcode 8052. Now, this is a wonderful, wonderful freehold parcel of land, some 723 square metres. You'll find that on part lot 20, deposited plan 8510, contained and described in certificate of title, volume 407, folio 225 of the Canterbury Land Registry. Your bidding today is GST inclusive, so what you bid is what you pay. No change to the chattels list. It's large, it's concise. I love the fact that the 3 shade sales, they're going to be staying with the property, giving you that all of that important protection as you bask in the living and the outdoor living in that north-facing yard. We take what you've read, you've understood clauses 21 through 23.3. You bid, you buy on that basis, and as we've said, cash and unconditional is your bidding. Possession settlement, that's one of the same. That's the day your life just gets a whole lot better. That's set down for the 31st of March 2023, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. Let's just take one last look down memory lane, back down to number 15. Number 15 Branchley, well, if you've been there, you'll know it has a commanding presence in one of the best, in my view, one of the best streets in Strowan. It's a beautiful offering, approximately some 320 square metres of what I would call quality, class, and classic home. It's a beautiful property. You go through that front entranceway and it's wide and it's light and it's bright. There's a plethora of living spaces, formal and informal. I love the way the doors open out onto those outdoor decks where you've got room right round the property to sit in the sun and enjoy the privacy of that beautiful north-facing yard, because you look out on that and nobody looks in there with you. A garden that I would imagine would be a cornucopia of colour as it breaks out. It is just absolutely superb. The home underpinned by its location for beautiful big bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and loads of off-street parking with magnificent garaging. The kitchen, well, it is just beautifully functional and becomes that centrepiece of this all-important property. A beautiful offering in a wonderful location. Buyers, buy instructions, open the bidding at 1,600,000, and I look for 25 on the rise from there at 1,600,000 on a vendor bid. $1,600,000 for a wonderful offering in Strowan. I look for 25 on the rise. $1,600,000 with me on a vendor bid. 1,600,000 who bids me 25. 1,600,000 the call now. 1,600,000. I'm not going to place any vendor bids, ladies and gentlemen. At 1,600,000, that's my one and only bid at 1,600,000. I look for a rise from here, and we'll pause and have a conversation at 1,600,000 first call. 1,600,000 twice at 1,600,000. I look for a rise from here. Wonderful opportunity, beautiful location, zoning for the finest of schools. 1,600,000 for the 3rd time. 1 in 6 buyers, $1,600,000. Not placing any vendor bids at $1,600,000. Had its time, all done, silent at 1,600,000. Mary, I pass the property in at $1,600,000. Back to you and our wonderful owners. I know you have some interest outside of the ring. We'll continue to work with that interest. Should you have any interest in number 15 Branchley Avenue, please avail yourself upon Mary Turnbull, a lead marketing consultant, or in fact the consultant that you may well be working with, and we'll continue to work with all interest from that point forward. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll now hand back to Mr. Mark. Oh, no, I'm going to hand over to Sandra O'Brien. All yours, Sandra.
Terrace.
Well, good morning everyone. Gives me great pleasure to be at the front of the room for the start of 2023. Welcome all. I take you now to 1/68 Milton Street, Summerfield. That's brought to the market by Anthony Dean. Wouldn't be a Thursday without you representing your lovely owners in our room. Welcome. You're all good to go, Anthony? Wonderful, thank you. Now 1/68 Milton Street in Summerfield is more formally described as a cross-lease freehold on Flat 1, Deposited Plan 36388, having a half share in Lot 2, Deposited Plan 6608. That's all contained and identified in that certificate of title that Anthony's been sending through to your inbox lately, CB40B/50. Settlement date, well, that's the 16th of February, not long to wait at all before you can get your foot in the door and get those boxes unpacked. Schedule 2 contains that list of chattels and further terms of sale. Well, they haven't changed, clauses 23 to 25. So we take you've read and understood those. And that we remind you once again that your bidding today is cash and unconditional. Well, this would have to be entry-level buying with all the hard work complete. This one is a true gem. And what surprised me upon entering here is the lightness and the brightness that exudes throughout, as well as the property's great spaces. Now, I just love that northwest facing living, meaning you get to enjoy the best part of the day at the end of your day. Thought and attention has been given to modernisation throughout, which includes bathroom and kitchen and pleasing decor. It is the front one of only 2, so you can be assured to get to know your neighbour. And with internal access garaging, moving from garage to couch in winter, well, that will just be hassle and rain-free. Just a hop, skip and a jump to your local Barrington Mall or a short drive to Westfield if bigger shopping is on your agenda. Now, the final temptation here, folks, may be the property's inclusion in the sought-after school zones of Cashmere High, Christchurch South and Summerfield schools. But this has have to be a no-brainer when it comes to Real Estate 101, folks. Who's going to get us underway today? Is there a suggested bid from the floor? Or do you need some guidance from your auctioneer? Is there 400 anywhere in the room? I look for 400 anywhere in the room. Surely this should be easy decision at this level. 400,000 we seek. 1/68 Milton Street to get things underway today. 400,000 the bidders with me on a vendor bid. I look for your rise and 420,000. 420 anywhere in the room to get things underway. Put yourselves on the property ladder. I'm not going to take rejection personally, folks. But nice if you play a part. Is there 420 anywhere? Call it away at 400 3 times. First call. Second. Third final call, looking for 420. Well, you hesitate. I don't. I'm simply bouncing that north on a vendor bid to 420,000. The bidders with me at 420. For the right of discussion, perhaps you'll put your hand in the air looking for 20,000 to take us to 440. 420,000, the current bid on a vendor bid. Is there 20 anywhere in the room? It's a great bachelor pad, ideal for those who are footloose and fiance free. 420, we're looking for 20 on the rise. First call at 420,000. Second, third final call. Well, 440,000 with me. If I see no bidding at all, folks, we're simply going to pass the property and hand it back to Anthony to talk to conditional interest. Now is the time. Cash and unconditional is king. Now's your chance to show your hand. 440, I'll call it away 3 times. Once, twice. Third final time. You're all silent and done. You've spoken volumes by saying nothing at all. At 440,000, Anthony, we're simply going to pass the property back to you. I understand your conditional interest outside the room to speak with for this property, and no surprises there either. It's just lovely. Before we move on, we're passing it in at 440,000. I do have an announcement. We are putting a price on this property. I'm sure you're going to put your runners on, be over to Anthony very quickly. The price is 499,000. This makes incredible buying in this location. Anthony, I wish you and your owner all the best going forward. I'm sure your phone will be ringing hot in no time. Thank you. Thank you, Dan. Okay, we take you to 2 bar 98 Holly Road in Mirabale, brought to the market by Julie Rasmussen. We're all good to go, Julie?
We are.
Thank you. Lovely to see you in our rooms. Now, this property is more formally known by the legal fraternity as a quarter share in 733 square metres, cross-leased freehold on flat 2, deposit plan 36857, and garage 2, deposit plan 36857 on lot 2, 29879. That's all contained in that record of title, which is CB15F 1356. Settlement date, well, that's only a month tomorrow. Today, Thursday the 2nd of March, so you can be in there getting settled pretty quickly. Schedule 2, that contains your extensive list of chattels, as well as further terms of sale on 23, clauses 23 to 25. Now, I do note clause 24, which is, points out the driveway claim. There is a payment of some $1,587.79 that will be transferred to the purchaser at the time of settlement for driveway repairs yet to be undertaken. So, cash and unconditional is your bidding here. Now let's have one last look at this lovely property. It is evident that talented horticulturists have been busy at work here, creating this beautifully landscaped hidden gem. I just love that leafy welcome that greets you and that shaded outdoor deck for summer enjoyment away from that heat. And have we got some heat coming up in the next few days? Immaculately presented with great north-facing living space and with everything you need to whip up a poached egg on toast, or equally, banquet for friends. You just need to be sure that they didn't want to stay here though. Good bedroom spaces and with a lockable front gate, creating a safe environment to leave those French doors open to the deck on a balmy evening. Single internal access garaging, which I'm sure will house the car more often than not, given this property's prime location. And let's face it, folks, it is all about location, location, location. Now let's see where you're all at. Who's going to get me away with an opening bid or offer? Do I see an opening bid from the floor? 450,000. She opens boldly on the back wall. Thank you. Good luck to you in your biddings, ma'am. 450,000 we now have. Is there 20 from there? Who's going to take me, or simply 10? Who's going to take me to 470,000? 450,000 with our bidder. Strongly, don't let that put you off with a nice strong opening bid like that. Be encouraged. Good property in a great location.
460.
460. I heard it. I didn't quite see it. There we are. Thank you. Welcome, ma'am. Good to see you. Good luck to you. Two of you in the race at 460,000. She pops 10 on top. It's against you, and 475 puts 15 on top. Can't pick your pattern, but I'll keep counting them. It's against you at 4 3/4 on the back wall. Surely, ma'am, you'll come back with another
480.
480. She puts 5 on top of your 5.
490.
And 490.
You're bidding silly.
490,000 now bid.
Just
Against you, ma'am. Try a cheeky wee 5, or perhaps go straight to 5. 490 now bid down the back with our starter.
495.
495 we now have on the nod. Straight to 5, man. Take us through that door.
505.
505, she takes us through and leaps right over it. 505,000 down on the back wall. 505,000 now bid. Be encouraged, ma'am. Someone else likes to buy a good property too. Oh, perhaps you might like to help them. 505,000 now bid down the back. At 505,000 we now have. Two of you in the race. Any more, welcome to join at any stage. Mirabelle Mall, hop, skip and a jump. 505,000. Green-fingered folk, well, you'll feel right at home here. What a lovely haven to come home to after a busy day at work. 505,000 bid. Do I see another 5 anywhere in the room? Not at a level we can sell here yet. 505,000. Do we pause and have a discussion? 505,000 bid down the back. Slow and steady wins the race. What's the next play, buyers? Great property, wonderful location. Invest your money wisely now and you'll have it there growing silently in the future. Big discussions going on. What are we doing, Henry? 505,000. Ma'am, are you able to increase your bid? Perhaps give me another 5, 510. And on the nod she does, I should have asked for more. 510,000 now bid. 510,000. This purchaser sees value in good property. Running a hole in the carpet, backwards and forwards as discussions are had. Big decisions require time. Wonderful spaces in this place. I love the north-facing living where the sun will just beam in. In fact, you can't even see it from the road. It's such a wonderful position. It's hidden. Completely hidden. You're safe, you're secure. When you get home, you are home. No one need know you are there. Walk down to your cafes, your bars, do some shopping. 510, the bidders now down the back. Giving people time, going to work for our owner. Lots of silence. It's like a library in here at the moment.
A bit more tension.
A little more tension, and I can understand that, Dan. It's always a bit of tension when people are buying and selling property. Very mindful of that. French doors open to the deck, and how handy will that be over the next few days? We are so blessed to be enjoying wonderful weather when the other parts of the country are being struck with heavy rain. And we all know what disasters are like, don't we, folks? So we're counting our chickens and our weather forecast over the next few days.
$520.
520, we have an increase. Thank you for working with us, ma'am. 520,000.
520, we're on the market.
We're on the market and selling. Thank you, Henry. Well, 520,000, you heard it here first, folks. If there's no better bid, we are selling away here today. Now's the time not to be silent, but now's the time to put your hand in the air. Identify yourself to me. 520,000 for this wonderful property at 2 bar 98 Holly Road in Maryvale. I'll call it away 3 times, giving you a chance. Even for the want of $500, ma'am, I haven't forgotten you. 520,000 once, first called. Twice. We're selling away. Are we sure? Ma'am, are we out? Third final call. Well, thank you for your bidding. Hold tight, ma'am. It is by golly, it is going in Holly. So, congratulations. Well done. Thank you for your bidding. Good luck. Good luck to our purchaser, and thank you to our seller. All the best.
Right, folks, let us keep our morning moving forward. We head now to number 7 in your catalogue. It's 15 Mollymore Place in Woolston. Jessica Downey, she's been meeting and greeting you with a smile over the last 3.5 weeks, assisting you with all of your due diligence as you head down that pathway towards home ownership here in number 15. Let me take you through the formalities of this one for the last time. Today you secure an estate and freehold, so you secure the best land available to us here in New Zealand. Excuse me, it's 725 square metres of that freehold parcel, lot 38. Positive plan is 304915. It's all very much outlined in your certificate of title that Jess has been filing through to your inboxes for your review. Settlement date set down for the 16th of February 2023, so not too long to wait. It's a Thursday, incidentally, so you'll be able to move in and have the weekend to get unpacked. Schedule 2, that outlines the list of chattels that you receive. I note the fridge freezer there is included, Jess, so that's pretty cool. Those further terms of sale, just the clause 23 there, so nice and easy on that front. I think this is a hugely underrated, some would say potentially a little unknown in terms of location. You gain such wonderful access to all that is good here in Christchurch, be it the beaches, down towards Sumner, up towards the hills, or in fact for the commute back into town. I think you really are just located in a spot-on location for convenience. At the same time, you're tucked down and away towards the end of that cul-de-sac. I always find that friendships are cultivated living in cul-de-sacs. It's nice and peaceful and quiet at the same time. Post-quake construction, you take good peace of mind there. You'll sleep nice and easy in this one, knowing that it's built in 2016. The backyard, sunny disposition, lovely outlook with this one. Just a beautiful place to unwind, relax, kick back, or in fact host barbies with friends and family. Nice, warm and comfortable as well with the duality of heat pumps on offer. You'll be comfortable year round. Great off-street parking as well. Always handy, isn't it, Jess, if you've got the boats and the toys and the caravans and the like. This is good real estate, folks. Really, really good real estate here. I'm going to open up things at $600,000 on a vendor bid. I suggest someone would be pretty quick to throw 620 my way. 600 on a vendor bid.
650.
Oh, 650, even better. Love the way you do it. At $650,000 here to buy today. At $650,000. Let me be consistent in my requests.
660, mate.
Oh, okay. So I was going to ask for 20, but I'll work with you 660 because Chris loves the band 660. So that he's really happy that we were at $660,000. At 660, do you bid me 700?
680.
680. Okay, I can't pick your pattern, but that's okay. You keep throwing the numbers at me and I'll work with you. At $680,000.
90, mate.
Thought so, Chris, at 690. You're consistent, if nothing less, on this side. At 690, I have 17.
705.
705. Very good. Mixing it up today, keeping me on my toes. At 705. At 17. Very good. Straight back at $710,000. This is fun. 2 in at this stage. Welcome in more if you like.
720.
720. Here we go. Another 10 on.
725, mate.
7.25. Very good. Thank you, Chris. At 725,000. They've got their nose in front, but only by 5. Would you go 735? $740, even better. I like you guys. At $740,000. It's a great bid. At $740. Chris, keep working. Even another 5.
750, mate.
Oh, $750. Love this. This is great. At $750,000. Fighting fire with fire at $750 because it's a good home.
752.
752. It's a little 2 on the side. Peace offering. At 752.
753.
753. We're down to the ones at $753,000. Down to the breadcrumbs, but that's okay. Still $1,000 at 753. Yeah, often these little 1s and 2s don't work. You better just come in bold and say 760. Try and stamp your authority on things. But at 753, I had. What's cool?
55.
55, another 2, another peace offering. A peaceful bid. At
756, mate.
At 56. 756. 756, good bid, Chris, and I might need some instructions if I can. At $756,000.
57.
57. We go one.
760, mate.
760, that's better. It's easy to work out the deposit as well. Thank you, Chris, you saved me. At 760, you'd be a chance of working it out.
Yeah.
At $760,000. It's a good bid at this stage. At $760,000 I had. 760 here. For Molly Walk here. The 15. Cul-de-sac living here at 760. I tempt you back in for a little 1 on the side because you're in second place at the moment. I can't sell properties to people in second place as much as I'd love to. They should be in first place. 760, it's just away from you here. First time I put you on notice. Easy to get to the beach, the hills, and back into the city at the same time. At 760, Mitch, the bid sits here. At 760. The bid's still here. It's at $760,000. I'm talking to my friends down the front here. 61. An update here. I'm at 761. So the bid's away from you by 1.
765, Mark.
And 65 here. I have at 7, 6, and 5.
Change of instructions, we're selling.
Okay, so at 765, I sell away here. For the want of a better bid or offer price, you're achingly close. You've done so well. You've fought so hard. You just need to have one last lunge for the keys. At 765, it's away from you by $4,000. I will take $500 from you if you like. First call. Selling. Twice. Jess is a lovely person to work with, but you don't have to see her again on the weekends if you don't want. You can just buy the home today, and she'll see you in 7 years when you get the 7-year itch. Third call, final chance at 765,000. Do I sell away here? Permission to sell at 765. Appreciate your good humour today and your bidding at 765. It's going. It's going. Sold. Move on to lucky number 8 for the day. It's 354 Papanui Road. It's been marketed by Mr. Anthony Dean. Anthony, you've had a busy Thursday representing a number of quality properties. This one very much quality in every respect. 354 Papanui Road, just down the road, so you can always wander down the road to Harcourts Gold on a Thursday when you buy 354 Papanui Road. Let me take you through the formalities of this one. Just you would have been reviewing this long into the night of recent times. You gain an estate in freehold, 531 precise square metres. It's lot 1, deposit plan 300891, and it's all outlined in your certificate of title that Anthony's been making overwhelmingly available to you. Settlement date not long to wait, the 16th of February 2023. That's a Thursday, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. Schedule 2 outlines the list of chattels that you receive. My eyes suddenly lit up when I saw 4 chandeliers on offer in the Schedule 2 there. Further terms of sale, clauses 23 and 24. Your bidding is absolutely on the basis of having read and understood this option agreement from top to bottom. Well, I think this is a truly special home, one whose transformation and updates, they are deliberate, they're considered, and they are clearly clearly of the highest quality. Anyone that's ventured into Papanui Road here at 354, you will understand what I am talking about. Nothing here has been done by mistake, all very well considered indeed. The after hours accommodation, absolutely generous in their proportion. I love the duality of bathrooms. They absolutely sparkle. Those brushed gold shower heads, they just make for a luxurious start to the day for you, no doubt about that. In terms of keeping warm and comfortable year round, you gain that log burner. Yes, there's the DBS system and the heat pump. You'll be toasty warm year round. Location, well, I don't think I need to preach too much about the location and the upside and the benefit here. It is just all within easy reach here, down the road to Mirabale for all of the fun that you might want to have. Maybe it's just a quiet coffee, plentiful for the parks and walks on the weekend as well. School zones, it really is all here. This is fantastic real estate, folks. We just need to work out its value on the marketplace. The way we do that is by looking for an opening bid or offer. Maybe someone's got a final bid, a winning bid for the first bid. Tell me what you'd love to pay. Where do you see value? I'll work with you. There's 900,000 somewhere in the room. All of this quality real estate, 900,000. Well, I'd start things away at 900,000, really easy, Anthony. Our owner's more than happy to keep the home at these low levels. Clearly worth more than that, but at 900,000, it was a good place to start. I place a vendor bid there at 900,000. Let's move forward in 50s on the rise from there as I count down for the first time. All the hard work's been done here. You move in, you start living happily ever after. Twice as I put you on notice, quickly folks, third final at $900,000. I look for 50 on. Well, on behalf of my owner, I represent them once more. I place my second and final vendor bid at $950,000. I advance the bid north to 950. Surely someone rounds me off to $1 million. Should be really easy. But at 950, I have vendor bid, my final vendor bid. As I look for $1 million on from here. First chance. Beautiful place to call home. You'll be the envy of all of your friends. Twice. Third final. At 950, you surprise me, folks. You really do. Standoffish crowd, never my favourite. But at 950,000, Anthony, it's worth more than that. What we do is we pass the property in at $950,000. I have an asking price to announce. Our owner has given us instructions to communicate this to you and those tuning in online as well. You can buy Papanui Road at number 354 for $1,150,000. So $11.50 asking price, Anthony. The emails and the phone will be busy now. Good luck to you. Good luck to our owner moving forward. All the very best with the sale. I'm going to ask for some bidding music to reinvigorate the crowd, and then we'll be Folks, thank you so much for your patience. It is a few minutes after 11 o'clock. We move into our 11 a.m. time slot now, the first of which is number 3 Northwater Drive in Northwood. Mary Turnbull been representing that property so ably well as she always does. I'll just take you through some of the key rules and regulations of auction day for those who have just joined us in the last few minutes. In all cases, we work to confidential reserve prices. We won't be disclosing the reserve prices to you, the bidders. Your job is very, very simple. It's just to get the bidding up to those reserve prices, and assuming we can work together to do that, the highest bid, whose bid that the auctioneers accept, you'll very simply be the purchaser. We can nominate the sum by which the bids are raised. We can refuse a bid if we deem it not to be in the very best interests of our owners. If there's any argy-bargy concerning any bid, we'll sort that out. We just revert to the last undisputed bid and then recommence the bidding sequence from there. Vendor bidding, it may be a phrase you've heard of. If we place vendor bids from time to time, you can be rest assured of 2 very important things. The first is that they're always under the reserve price. And secondly, we will label them a vendor bid, or we'll say words such as the bid is with me. So no illusions as to what we are doing. The part you're all here for will be to see that hammer fall in your favour and your directions. If you are the successful purchaser today, you need to do a few things for us rather promptly. We'll get you to sign the documentation. We'll get you to arrange a payment of that deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price. And thirdly and finally, you'll complete that GST information, which is outlined in Schedule 1. Your bidding today, it is cash and unconditional. Alrighty, Mayors, let us now move forward. Mary Turnbull, 3 Northwater Drive in Northwood. We've been meeting and greeting folk here at this wonderful home over the last few weeks. It's an estate and freehold that you secure today, 645 squares of that freehold parcel, lot 3. Deposit plan is 413196, and it's all outlined in your certificate of title that Mary's been making available to you. Friday the 3rd of March of this year is your conjoined settlement and possession date. You get the keys, you get to move in on that date unless you've made prior arrangements in writing with our owners to an alternative date. Schedule 2 outlines an impressive list of chattels. I won't go through those individually because we'll be here till that settlement date. Those further terms of sale, clauses 23 and 24. You bid and you buy on that basis. Well, this is an absolutely stunning home. Yes, I don't think there was a blade of grass out of place when I visited you at the open home on the weekend. Inside it's so clean. I think you even mentioned you could pretty much eat your dinner off the floor in this one. It's that immaculate. Dust doesn't have time to settle here. It just simply isn't allowed to reach the ground. There's so many beautiful spaces to entertain with family. I can just picture those Sunday roasts with family coming around. It's just a beautiful place in that regard. Nice places to sit back and relax with that favourite movie or Netflix series afterwards. The gardens, well, it's like you've got your own botanical gardens out the back. It's just impressive. It's beautiful. Testament to our owners and all of their hard work over the years. Perhaps if you ever choose to leave the home, you can wander down to the groins for perhaps a little walk, take the dog for a walk if you've got one. Amenities, really, really easy with this one as well, with Northwood just down the road. This is cracking good real estate, folks. This is really a special, special home. I look for your opening bid or offer. I'm in your hands. Your turn, your time. It's not the TV, folks. It's interactive. I need a little bit more than that. Is there $900,000 somewhere? Anywhere? Save the auctioneer. You'll just sit on your hands, happy to study the shoelaces at $900,000, I should say. I'll turn that 6 up the other way. At $900,000, I just start things away on a vendor bid. Really easy line in the sand at $900,000. Look for interest north of there. I welcome you in. Would it be 950 short? For a special home. Immaculate. Special one to call home. First chance on that vendor bid. Excuse me. Second opportunity at 900,000 as I chase down a mere 50 to go. Third chance. Quickly now. Well, I simply advance the bidding through to $950,000. It's like the library in here, isn't it, Chris? $950,000. Light and respectful crowd, never my favourite. Feel free to put your hand up at any stage if you'd like to own this one. But at $950,000, that's my second and final vendor bid. Someone round me off to $1 million, we can pause and have a conversation, offer you an opportunity. Once, twice, third chance, all out, done, silent, you surprise me for a home such as this. Well, we make it really, really easy. We pass the property in mirrors. I hand it back to your very capable hands at $950,000. We have an asking price to announce. You can buy number 3 Northwater Drive in Northwood at $1,065,000. $1,065. I'm surprised there's not already a line forming in front of Mary Turnbull, but I'm sure that line will form in due course. Mary, good luck with that price. Good luck to our beautiful owners. All the very best moving forward. Let's reinvigorate the crowd with some music, Jordan. Alright folks, number 10 in your catalogue is where we get at 6 bar 307 Armour Street in Christchurch Central. I feel like I'm introducing you numerous times today. It's because I am, Anthony. 4 auctions properties that you're representing today. Absolute auction superstar that you are. Armour Street in Christchurch Central. This is an estate and freehold. It's a very neat and concise 119 square metres of freehold land, but it is your very own. It's lot 11, it's deposit plan 551074. It's all outlined in that certificate of title that once again Anthony's been making available to you. Thursday the 11th of May of this year is your settlement date unless you've made prior arrangements in writing with our owners. Schedule 2 outlines the list of chattels and those further terms of sale. Well, further term in this the case is just clause 23. You bid and you buy on that basis. I think this is a cracking good opportunity to make a great investment, not only now but in your future. This is a 3-year-old, 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom townhouse that sits conveniently just inside the 4 avenues. So you can ditch the car, you'll be living the lifestyle of Ubers and Lime scooters living in this location. As you would expect with a home that's just 3 years young, everything is easy care, low maintenance, all of the words that you want to associate with property, because to be honest, no one wants to spend their weekends looking after their home. You'd rather be out and about in the wonderful city that is Christchurch, enjoying everything that is on offer. So you just leave home knowing that everything is well and truly taken care of. Armour Street, folks, great opportunity. As I said, 3-bed, 3-bar, be it something to live in, something to invest in. Choice is yours, but first you've got to buy it. You need to own it. Once again, it's your time, your turn. Opening bid. Opening offer. This moment is always so ironically awkward. The first bid seldom ever buys a home. Yet it's so hard to get that first bid. Is there 600 something? Should be easy to put your hand in the air. Well, I put my hand in the air on behalf of my owners at $600,000 even. Vendor bid. Make it really easy for you to begin that debate for ownership at $600,000. I look to say 625 makes sense. Someone will put forward 625 short. Scan the room. I check the room once again. First time. At 600,000, as I should say, I'm looking for 625. Twice called. Then the 4 abs. Super convenient here at $600,000. Third and final chance. 2 bedrooms up, 1 bedroom down. That vertical integration, separation often is handy when it comes to those living arrangements. Third and final chance at $600,000. Are we out? Are we done? You are an awfully respectful crowd this morning. Far too quiet for my liking. Well, Anthony, we're not here to muck around today. I just simply pass the property in at that vendor bid, that sold vendor bid at $600,000. I have some exciting news to announce though. $639,000 we are now priced to sell. That represents really sharp buying. 3 bed, 3 baths within the 4 Avs. You show that to an Aucklander, I think that's the deposit we were looking for. At $639,000, you can buy the whole thing for $639,000. Angie, I know you are going to be busy. Good luck. You're chomping at the bit to get going. Good luck. Folks, thank you once again for your patience. We take you to our last of the day. Now, I know we still have 133 Kidson Terrace, Caleb Griffey in this listing, still being negotiated. Never fear, we will update you with that one just as soon as we're able. I understand things are getting awfully close out the back, so we'll update you just as soon as we can. But in the interest of expediency, let us now move forward to auction and opportunity number 11. It is bar 155, the Western Road in St Albans. Once again being marketed. I'm introducing, I should say, Mary Turnbull for the third time today. I think it is four. Goodness me, I can't even count. Counting's not my strong suit as an auctioneer, Mary, and you can see that already my counting days are numbered. Western Road, I take you through the formalities of this one. It's an estate and cross lease. It's flat one. It's deposited plan 423106. Some lengthy information there, but it's all very accurate. It's all outlined in that certificate of title that Mary, Cindy and the team have been filing through to you. Settlement date set down for Friday, the 24th of February 2023, or any other such date that has been mutually agreed upon in writing. Schedule 2, I note, outlines the list of chattels that you receive. Your further terms of sale, nice and easy, just clauses 23 and 24 to be recognised and understood. And your bidding is, of course, cash and unconditional in all respects. What I love about Western Road is that all of the hard work has been done here. I'm not much for hard work on the weekends, especially when it comes to property. I just want something that I can move into and enjoy. Well, I think this is the home for you. You move in and you start enjoying. It's big on character. I think it's big on charm. It's been renovated to within an inch of its life. I love owning real estate in this location. I think it's a smart thing to do. It's something that I aspire to own in St Albans, because you're surrounded by quality real estate. Amenities are so close and so easy here. In terms of the home itself, well, I love that 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom mix. Those morning routines will be very, very easy. That rear deck, that entertaining space tucked away at the back, that is just absolutely spot on. You'll be inundated with friends just popping around, not only to see you, of course, but to check out the outdoor entertaining area. Once it's time to retreat at the end of the day, when things get a little cooler, you've got the heat pump and the wood fire just to keep everyone nice and warm and comfortable. Folks, all the hard work's been done. The only hard work you need to do now is to bid strong and confident. Where do we start it? Where do we finish it? In your hands. Opening bid. Last of the day. I've got all day. I clear my schedule on a Thursday. Where do you see value? Is there 660 somewhere in the room? Now's your time. Simple wave or a wink will do. Very good. Well, you percolate. I don't hesitate. I just simply place a vendor bid at $660,000. If you're cash and unconditional, you've got a head start on the rest of the market. But you just need to put your hand in the air. 660, I place a vendor bid. Looking for 680 on the rise. Another 20 should be easy short. First chance at $660,000. I call it away twice. Third and final chance at $660,000. Looking for 20 on. 680. 680, sir. Nice to see you. Good luck. Hope to see you at the end. All the very best. At $680,000. We got there eventually at $680,000. In the rear, but in the lead, ironically, at this stage at $680,000. Who rounds me off to 7? Looking for another 20 on from here. Our starter. He's here to finish it today. He's at 680. I look for 7 on. First, second, final chance at 680 with you, sir. Will I bounce back, return of serve at 700,000? I place one more vendor bid at 700,000 on behalf of my owners. Bid me 720. More than likely pause. I don't see any further bids, and we'll offer you an opportunity to own. Bids with me at 700 on behalf of my owners. Looking for 720 from you. You surprised me, sir. An interesting strategy. Not one to own a home. As I said, you've got that slim window of opportunity as an unconditional bidder, but you do just need to hold the highest bid. Won't sell you the home at 720.
705.
Oh, 705. Easy. $705,000. Got your nose in front. Just at $705,000. But that's all you need to do. We'll more than likely pause, Mitch, I think, and just have a conversation out the back. Offer the good gentleman an opportunity. I scan the room. I put you on notice 3 times. First, second, third chance. Final chance at 705. Well, sir, you've done your job. You've bid. You hold that highest bid. So we pause. Mitch will find some space out the back. We'll offer you an opportunity. Appreciate the bids.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, I take you back now to 133 Kidson Terrace. We paused some time ago on a live bid of 420,000. We have had some rigorous discussions out the back, and I'm happy to say that the owners have exercised their right under clause 2.6 of the contract, and they have withdrawn and sold the property. And Mark Morrison will be back with you shortly for an update on our one property left that's in negotiations. Thank you. Well done.
Well, thank you so much for your patience. Update time now. Thank you for those waiting online as well for our last of the day. 1 bar 155 Western Road in St Albans. We paused quite some time ago with our bid at $705,000. After much conversation, negotiation, all really important decisions being made today, our owners have exercised their right under clause 2.6 in the contract, and they have withdrawn their property and sold it outside of the auction. So congratulations to all involved there, folks. That wraps up today's auctions here at Harcourts Gold. I make it 6 out of 11 selling unconditionally, so that makes for a really, really good day here. We look forward to seeing you all again online and here in the room next week.